Good evening, family. Especially those who have traveled all the way here, and the hunters who have been tracking them. Welcome back to Red Center by Night. Truth is slippery, often conditional, and subject to change when you view it on a different perspective. What is good might be evil, for some, but some evil, when viewed in another perspective, becomes good. Let's all keep that in mind while we roll the credits.
I'm coming for the throne. So you wanna be my enemy? You should've known I'd never kiss the rain. Ice runs in my veins, won't play it safe. I don't belong with your nobility. Who died and made you king of anything? You think that I'm insane? It's your mistake. Kingdoms rise and fall. I've come to take it all. I'll take it. I've come to take it. Kingdoms rise and fall. I've come to take it all. I'll take it all. A storm is coming, so you better start running. No, you can't control, feel it in my bones. I'm coming for the, coming for the. I'm coming for the throne.
Last episode, our creed found themselves in the haven of a Lasombra named Kharel. Saved by the skin of their teeth through the power of Oblivion, they interrogated the Lasombra as he tried to take his alleged sister, at least to be seen by a medic. Alinne, who was passed out, was begrudgingly relinquished by the trio. After a bit of talking and the revelation that they had been missing for a week, Mr. Talon made an executive decision to ask Tryst to set fire to the Lasombra's haven, and take the assistant Alinne back to the garden with them. However, their efforts was wasted as our creative hacker gave up on the task when he encountered the local youths living in the area. The Lasombra made a deal with our hunters to give out information in exchange for their help with exposing Mr. Winter's corruption. The trio left the Lasombra's haven due to the threat of the rising sun, and with that our hunters departed back to their base. However, upon setting foot at Pine Gap, the two mortals felt the exhaustion of being awake for a week catch up to them as they crashed. Tryst closed his eyes to the face of Seven, looking concerned. They all woke up. Tryst closed his eyes to the face of Seven, looking concerned. They all woke up in the infirmary, and after a brief talk with the doctor running the ward, they did their own snooping, which answered some, but left more questions in its place. Now we resume our story with our hunters in their natural habitat. Investigation. So where is everyone?
Well, now that we're leaving the office, do we take the van? I feel like we should take the van. That's where all that stuff is.
Yep. Take this time to prepare, and then we should meet back at the van as soon as possible, and retreat to somewhere a bit more remote.
Cool. I've got all my firearms and stuff, but I might go get some supplies from the kitchen.
I believe I will be going to the armory. What about you, Miss Talon?
Just see if they have any of those caramel-filled pods.
Shall do. Caramel-filled pods. The Mars pods.
Yes.
Got it.
Yes.
Mars pods.
Snickers at a stretch.
I'll write that down. Going to hunt vampires. Need Mars pods. Do you want anything?
Oh no, I've got my coffee right here.
No worries.
Didn't know you could drink coffee.
I would like to head to the
I've
kitchen.
been drinking coffee for
I just
past
assumed you were.
week.
Yeah, I just assumed you were just like, delicious.
Ooh, delicious.
So Tryst is heading to the kitchen. Where's everybody else?
I'm heading down to the armory.
Yeah? And Mr. Talon?
Keeping up appearances. I know that Mr. Winters was not in his office, but it is my duty as an inquisitor to report back. Seeing as now I am awake.
Alright. So you do report back to your handler. Just 1 second. You report back physically to your handler? Your handler is an individual named Vera Walker. She is of at least American and African American descent. She was part of the joint operation, one of the operatives sent by CIA to oversee Pine Gap. Vera Walker's office is just down the hall from Mr. Talon's, and it is quite pristine and official looking. She is busy just writing away at her desk when you entered, and seeing you there, she gave a really annoyed look.
It's a pleasure to see you too, Vera.
You know that we are supposed to detain you once you get in here. You are...
Stop flirting with me.
No, I'm serious. Mr. Winters has sent the order out to detain all 3 of you. As you have gone without any constant communication with the handler, you sent out an SOS for it to be extracted from a place.
Yes, we did.
And you didn't report back that you have left the place.
We had no time to report back, as you'll undoubtedly be aware. We disappeared for an entire week and then sent out our SOS.
And yet there's no report of where you went this whole week. We could have just reported you all as AWOL.
As you well should have done, Vera, but when you check the medical logs, you will see that upon our arrival back at base, we were struck down mysteriously and only recently awoke from the medbay. My first stop being to come and see you.
Not according to the reports. The medical report says that you all seem to have been awake in some kind of way for a whole week. Please tell me you're not doing drugs, Talon.
Vera, my dear, one thing that astounds me about how we run our operations here is that the reports of our hiatus are so forthcoming and efficient, and yet the SOS signal that we sent out went mysteriously unaddressed.
Unaddressed. We sent out an
Unaddressed.
extraction team for
And where is the extraction team now?
dead.
Exactly.
And that's one thing that we are still investigating. However, you do know that every SOS message has to go through approval by Mr. Winters. That's why the delay came through. Mr. Winters took his time to address it. And once he did, I immediately got all our agents ready. Especially dealing with the Lasombra. We
Indeed.
cannot just deal with them like any regular blank body. We had to bring special equipment. And now, what? 7 agents are dead.
You think I don't know the cost, Vera? We are the ones out there doing the job that you claim to understand from behind your desk. I will trust that the next report will be just as expeditious. But please, don't waste my time with threats of detainment. Do you want my report or not?
Mr. Winters? You see Vera just moving on her seat, and she actually rolls herself out of her desk to face you in her wheelchair. I did not want to be stuck here in a desk. I used to be a field agent like you, and I know the risk. And I also know the risk and the fact that constant communication should be a thing. Because that's how a lot of agents go missing, turned, or dead. And I do not want that to happen to your team. I know you have gone through a lot. So you, of all people, should know. Constant communication and reports should be a thing. Should be important. We cannot grow a limb, not like those blank bodies. Like after just one night, they can grow it back. We cannot do that. So, I would just ask you to be please more compliant with this.
Of course, I shall endeavour to the next time I am mysteriously teleported through interdimensional wormhole to some shack out in fuck knows where. I will endeavour to send you a quick text from inside the wormhole.
Did you try?
Vera, it has been a pleasure as always.
Talon, sit down. Just sit down for a second. I do not appreciate the fact that you are looking down on me. Please.
Certainly. I sit down.
Okay. I'm not your enemy here. I'm trying to get you out of trouble with Mr. Winters because he wants to peg the fault, the death of all 7 agents on your group. And I want to avoid that. So what really happened?
What do your reports say?
Our reports say that you're actually convening with the enemy, and you were about to go AWOL with that fact. We all thought that you did. You got turned, but here you are showing up human, so I guess they were wrong.
Vera, how long have you known me?
Too long.
But seriously, how long? 8 years? 9 years?
More or less, yes.
When you're faced with the prospect of assuming that somebody like me could ever willingly go along with one of these leeches, knowing what I'm capable of, do you seriously think that is at all a likelihood?
No.
You know that I've been on assignments before that have questioned my allegiance and my loyalty to this organization countless times. But you know what we risk when we're out there. You know what is at stake.
Yes, but it doesn't mean that it is completely risk-free. There is still the temptation. And
Why
that's
would I
what we
try?
are afraid of. Because, those leeches can just turn you with a word.
Many have tried.
And many have failed.
Yes. Why would they succeed now? What's different?
I'm not too sure.
Nor am I. But when I send out a distress call and nobody answers, and then upon my return, I find that not only has a rescue team gotten held up, but have all been murdered, and not informed that I have, in fact, gotten myself out of that situation. What am I to make of that?
Means that the facility itself doesn't trust you, or at least Mr. Winters doesn't.
Clearly there is more going on in this facility that could ever be detailed in a report.
There are, but most people in this facility, most agents only go by reports. They don't actually meet each other.
I wish that was still the case. You should see the two bimbos I'm stuck with at the moment.
Oh, how is it being in the team?
I can't say that I enjoy it.
You'll get used to them. I'm pretty sure you will.
Feels like
Well-
being back on probation.
Are you being punished for something?
Would that I knew. This is my first time ever working with Mr. Winters directly.
That's true. Did you do anything bad with other...
Now, Vera, that's classified.
I would know. Well, some of them. But yeah, it feels like there's a whole lot of things happening and we're not getting the whole picture of it all. It's putting me on edge, personally. It feels like we're being manipulated, moving pieces, and being the middle person in between communications of everyone. Well, everyone that matters anyway. Not seeing where the pieces are going concerns me.
As it rightly should. Although we are an intelligence organization, it would be uncharacteristic of us not to distrust one another.
Well, you didn't hear this from me. I don't know anything, but... Actually, can you turn around? And she pulls out her phone, but it's obviously not turned on. Do you promise you're not listening?
Are you talking to me or are you
Yes,
into
I'm
the
talking
phone?
to you.
Oh. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, well, just don't listen as she talks into her phone and goes like, well, oh hi, I heard that we are about to be audited, but I'm not too sure about that. I heard the higher-ups are sniffing into the garden because of a lot of things, questionable things that shouldn't happen. Especially since we are supposed to be professional and we are supposed to be keeping the peace and hunting down monsters, so it's better for all of us to just stay, or at least keep a low profile. But yeah, once again, that's all the information that I can let you know, but yeah, bye. Turns off her phone and goes like, and yeah, anyway, have you had dinner?
Well, I had about half an ounce of an IV about half an hour ago. I'm not sure really that counts.
I don't think so. Do you even know what goes into those things?
Saline?
That's not very nutritious. Go eat something.
You're not planning to detain me then?
Well, as far as I'm concerned, I didn't see any of you at all.
Well, it was a pleasure not seeing you as well.
Who? Who was that? Sorry?
Mr. Talon will, at this point, turn and exit her office.
And where's Mr. Talon heading?
Well, with the reporting done, I'm going to head to the garage and wait for the others.
Alright. Dr. Yue?
Dr. Yue at that time would have gone down to the armory. She would like to arm herself with a heavy pistol, as well as slip into a ballistic bodysuit underneath her normal suit.
Are you bringing anything else for...
I have my ceremonial dagger with me. And aside from the pistol, I believe that will be all.
Alright. And you are heading to the garage.
Yes. I am feeling a little peckish though, so if there are blood bags laying around, I would like to open one.
Oh, you will most likely know where they are kept, and that is in the kitchen area. There is a special fridge there,
Awesome.
or at least you or Jeff. I feel like Jeff doesn't go into the kitchen that much.
Yeah, well, I know Tryst is heading down there, so I will go to the kitchen to grab a snack, as well as meet up with Tryst.
So I'm heading to the kitchen. Is there anyone else in there eating, or is it
Yeah.
quite empty?
There are people eating, especially the day shift people that are just ending their shift.
Cool. I'm going
The
to
night
try.
shift are coming in and just grabbing coffee.
Nice. I'm going to try and I'm going to resist the coffee, unfortunately, and go just kind of where all the food is kept. I'm just trying to keep a low profile. Just walking around. I'd like to collect some salt. Just kind of got a little backpack. Just put some salt in there. I'm like, salt. What else could we use? Any just boxes with some just stuff in it, like stuffing, styrofoam, cardboard boxes. I'm gonna fold that, break some of that, put that into there. Just look like I'm cleaning up as I'm going. Like, oh yeah, that's good in there. Give a nod to people if they look at me, just like, oh, it's cleaning up. It's all good. And ideally, what I'd like to find is an esky. If there's an esky in any bag of ice, if that's in there. If we have any near a fridge area.
There should be in the freezer.
Cool. I'll just grab an esky, put some ice in, chuck the backpack on, grab the esky. It's definitely not off to have a beer or anything like that.
I am allergic to whatever Tryst is doing.
I think most people probably will be. And as I walk out, if I see you, I walk in, I'll be like, go, 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 go.
Oh, hey!
Hey, what do you need? Why are you in here?
Oh, I go and grab myself a blood bag, as well as maybe what looks appetizing in the buffet area. Maybe a few sandwiches. Just food for when we're on the go.
Yeah. And you see a lot of people looking at you weird, carrying a blood bag around.
What are you doing? Why are you doing this?
Oh.
I'm walking out quickly. I'm going to the garage. I'm not with her. I'm not with her. I'm just a man with an esky off to have a beer.
I got injured during one of the missions, and I am in dire need of a blood transfusion.
Manipulation is subterfuge, please. What are you doing?
I am severely injured and need a hospital. I am the hospital.
Dr. Yue.
I'm a doctor, don't worry.
Oh, one success.
Nobody believes you.
That's okay, they don't have to.
Quick, put the bag in the esky. We need to get it to them quickly. Just put it in the fucking esky. Hurry the fuck up.
Yeah, I grab a few snacks for on the go, and then I get out.
I'll make a note of this.
This was such a good plan. Once. Like, yeah, she's new. Sorry, and just shove you. What the fuck is wrong with you? And with my my esky, just kind of head towards the garage. As I'm walking, be like, I'm severely injured and I need a blood transfusion. That's what you went with.
Can't you tell that I was joking? Was I too straight-faced? Should I work on my comedic timing?
Yeah, maybe. Let's go. Let's go. Yes.
I go as I'm shoved along by Tryst.
Hurry the fuck. Oh my lord. How is this place still running? Once I leave, the place is gonna burn down. No doubt.
Those two things connected, or?
We'll see. Yes, I'd like to head straight to the garage. I don't need to go to the armory. I keep everything in the van. All my gadgets and doodads.
Alright. And you head into the van. What does the van look like, Dr. Yue?
Oh, it is a totally inconspicuous white minivan with the windows tinted. Inconspicuous. With the windows tinted. There's no logo and a very just plain number plate. And it would look like a normal minivan on the outside, but inside it is fitted with a small surgery station. It is also armored and has security systems to keep it safe and sound.
Yep. And is Mr. Talon already in there?
Yes, he's admiring the new paint job and just like shaking his head, just being like, we should have gone with black.
Alright, so I'm gonna go once in there, open the door, shut the door, put the esky down, and be like, "What the fuck was that? What? They're looking for us. We're not supposed to be here. You went and just walked and grabbed blood. What have you grabbed? Where did you go?
Nowhere, I'm here. I grabbed information.
Oh, cool. Alright, before we leave, anything good? Anything we need to know? Anything that'll help?
Nothing new. Apparently, they're trying to pin the blame on us for the death of the emergency team that we sent out to look for us.
Cool.
Other than that,
Standard.
yeah, it's a standard day.
Nice. Did where you find that out, did they know it was us asking, or
Yes,
are we
of
in the
course.
clear? Cool. Alrighty, let's leave. Let's leave quickly. Are you happy for me to drive?
Yes, I would prefer that.
Excellent. Just in case we
I
don't.
hop in the back, I rip open the blood bag, gulp it down, and I unwrap 2 sandwiches and I hand it to both of them.
With your bloody hand
you.
and
Cheers.
Oh no, my hands
Egg
are
salad? Really?
Hey, be thankful I got away with that. Did you just throw my sandwich away?
How far to
I just
drive
ate it really quickly.
to where the extraction squad was?
about 17 minutes.
Beautiful. We don't need to announce us. There's no sort of procedure for announcing a departure. It's not like an airport, is it? Where we can just drive up to the gates. They're gonna recognize the van. They're gonna let us out.
Yeah.
I keep the windows rolled up the whole time. Like, so, I don't know if the two of you have ever really gone on the run from an organization before.
We're not on the run.
We kind of are. They're trying to pin this on us. That they are trying to stop us now.
They being, and I gesture to the open roads.
Just sorry, the same incompetence that, accidentally caused a jailbreak of some of our detainees, lost us for a week,
Yep.
and then
Failed to
failed to assist in an extraction
Exactly.
at an emergency system. These are the people that are after us now?
Well, yeah, the ones that you reported into, yes, the
Well,
ones that
shit,
just worked
let's
for.
turn ourselves in then.
And I gesture to the open road where there's absolutely no one. We are alone, I assume.
I'd seriously consider whether it might be easier just eating a bullet right now. Just get it over and done with. All right. Apparently it's
Finish that egg salad.
17 minutes to where we're going. I guess do we check? You happy? 7's missing. I assume we saw on the screen she's gone with the extraction point. Do we start there? There's going to be answers at least to what killed them there, so we can at least try and absolve our names from that.
Absolutely.
So-
Absolving our names will come with time, but first and foremost, we need to find this missing girl. Because whatever involvement Mr. Winters or whoever is manipulating him, whatever is going on, his golden rule was make sure that she is okay. So clearly, he will be out looking for her as well. It is beneficial for us to get there first.
There's also the mines, but I feel like that can...
Yeah, I'm not too keen on that one right now. Wasn't Winters on a plane? I think that's what we last saw. He was on a plane. So hopefully he's somewhere far, far away. Hopefully.
That remains to be seen.
Yeah, that's going to drive to where, at least the vicinity of where the extraction team were last noted to be.
Yep.
I'm going to obey every road rule, drive 5 k's under the speed limit.
It's quite slow driving, especially here in the outback where everyone is speeding. But you reach at least 5 minutes before arriving at the extraction squad site where they were last seen. You see that there is actually a cordon off area and police are all there making making a circle, a barrier to prevent passerbys. So they are telling you all to move to the right where they did a detour. But before they ask you to move to the right, they ask you to lower down your windows and stop.
Tryst, do we have any passes that identify us as people other than ourselves?
I mean, we have generic government passes.
Perfect.
We just have that. There's the upper garden, not the garden. That we've got Pine Gap IDs.
That'll do.
I'll wind the window down. How's it going?
How's it going? Well, we would ask you to like take a detour over there. Might be a bit longer, but there's been an incident up ahead.
Oh, yeah, no, that's fine. What's happened? Especially around here, it's normally quiet.
Well, there has been an incident, an accident. But can you please remove your sunglasses for me, sir?
Sure.
Okay, so can I please see your driver's and license, please? Registration.
Of course. We're in a bit of a rush. I'm just going to pull out my government official ID.
Yeah. Any reason for the rush, sir?
Well, yeah. Look at we're with Pine Gap. We're busy. This is I mean, I'm not meaning to be rude. What's your name? Sorry, your name and ID number.
Well, my name, sir, is Calico.
Calico. Like,
And
what's
ID
it?
number.
Constable Calico, Sergeant Calico.
Constable Calico.
Okay, Constable. I don't want to be rude at all, and I don't want to hold you up. This might you're with what? Alice Springs Police.
Yes.
Yeah, we're with Pine Gap. We're federal level. We've got to be on our way. You could just radio us in if you need to. Just let them know that some more transport from Pine Gap. We're literally just doing supply runs, and if we're not back, we're good. I'm gonna get chewed out. You're gonna get really chewed out. It's really not worth your time.
Yeah, I'm just gonna check with my supervisor. 1 second, sir.
Yeah, that's fine.
It just moves away towards like another group of officers who look like they're talking amongst themselves.
Apparently, there's been an accident. They said. Can we see what's actually occurring, or like is it a car accident?
Distance,
Or?
there is a car that's in pieces. Looks like it exploded, and
cool.
there are some suspiciously dark pieces scattered along the desert and the road, but nothing identified.
Does it look to us that this is connected with the extraction team that we're hunting down, or is this...
Well, the bottom part of the vehicle is still intact, but above that, looked like it exploded from above.
Is this where the extraction team went missing?
Yes.
Yeah, this is it. This
Maybe
might be a
we
job
should
for you.
change tact then
Yeah.
and get out and take a look.
Yeah, this might be a you job, not a me job. I'm gonna just wave to Calico and be like, hey.
He's still talking with supervisors, and then he turns around and still looks at your ID and then hands it to you.
Yeah, cool.
Well, you are good to go, sir.
Yeah, we are. I mean, I tried to avoid this. I apologize, but my boss now wants to talk to you. So for about this hold up, so I'm just gonna pull the van over.
Okay.
Sorry, buddy.
Just over at the side.
Yeah, I'll pull the van over. Like, alrighty.
Cool. I get out of the van.
I also get out of the van. And I would like to activate Ghost Side.
All right. Go for it.
Success.
Success. With Ghost Sight, Dr. Yue, you actually see several figures just standing around, frozen in place.
Frozen in place. Do they look like wraiths or specters?
They look like specters, just standing around looking into the ground, but they're not doing anything. They are scattered all around the area.
Do they appear to be Inquisition agents?
They appear to be, yes.
I assume at this point Mr. Talon is engaged with the officers?
I'm actually curious to see what you're doing. If Ghost Sight has some sort of visible aspect to it.
I'm literally just scanning the area.
Right, okay. Well then, I believe you can take the investigations part of this while I bamboozle the peons.
I'm going to go out the back and grab one of my computers from the van and walk out with Dr. Yue.
Tryst, there appears to be specters of the Inquisition around the van.
Oh, good, more ghosts. Are they
recall-
angry?
Do you recall how many agents were killed?
No idea. I guess an extraction team, or extraction team is probably 5-10 people, maybe.
Depends on the extraction.
Yeah.
Would those numbers line up with the people that scattered? Yeah, I think I'm seeing the extraction team right now.
Are they angry?
They appear to look dejected, if anything.
Cool, that's fine. As long as they're not pissed off again.
Are you able to communicate with them?
Right?
Yeah, what can you actually do?
I would like to attempt.
Are you going towards the thing? Going past the cordoned off area?
How far are they from the...
They are about 10 minutes walk.
Oh, 10 minutes walk. Then I assume I would need permission from the officers first.
Yes.
I will
Okay.
I will wave down Constable Calico. Just be like, Constable, look, I'll make this short. We don't have a lot of time to spend here. Short story is, I outrank you now, and we're going to take a look at this accident site. If you have a problem with that, please go and speak to your supervisor. And I'm just going to, and as we're doing this, I'm going to be leading Dr. Yue past
I
him.
immediately follow.
I'll quickly flash my badge. To him
Actually,
and just keep
while
walking.
you're doing that, Calico will actually just turn around, head towards his supervisor, and you could hear an exclamation of those fucking cunts trying to outrank us.
I'm gonna walk up to Calico and be like, "Yeah, I'm sorry, man. It's a standard TOSCS.
Just how jurisdiction works, my man.
Yeah, it's he pulls it all the time. It's TOSCS. I don't know if
The
you've dealt with that
supervisor
before.
actually walks towards the area, and he looks pissed off. It's a short Italian-looking man with balding head, and he's got pot belly going on. He's got the whole thing, the whole badge number and everything on his chest area, and he looks at all three of you and goes like, "I don't think this is Pine Gap's territory. This is not under your jurisdiction, as this is bordering Alice Springs."
If he's Calico, you must be Tabby, right?
Are you making a joke?
Is it funny?
Excuse me, we are federal agents. We do not make jokes.
I don't
Although
know.
that
Are you sure
probably
this
was.
one's a federal agent? He looks like he could be dealing. Are you dealing, sir? Sir? Is he?
What is your name?
My name's Phil.
Okay, Tubbs. Well, listen here. We have a lot to get through and not a lot of time to do it. I'd appreciate you
Yeah,
just
sorry.
getting out of our way.
You have to go through and get an actual warrant for this.
This is our jurisdiction now.
Are you new here or what?
This is bordering Alice Springs, so technically this falls under our jurisdiction.
This is federal. We're federal government.
This
Pretty
is
sure.
federal land.
I don't know. Can I see like an ID? Anybody
Yeah,
can.
sure. I was just
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
That's because you can't read, Phil, you dickhead. I'm gonna get my radio and be like, what are we on? Calico. What station? What are we going on? What are we going? Signal what? 95? Normal police? Are you guys doing something special? What are we on?
He's completely ignoring you and just looking at Mr. Talon.
your badge number, please.
2538.
Cool. Is there any area if have they just called in the area off, or are there actual lab techs there working now?
There are actual lab techs working around.
Yeah, cool. I'm gonna walk past Phil. To be like, excuse me, Tabby.
I'm sorry, but are you sure you guys are from Pine Gap? Because they already sent some people here earlier, and they don't look like you guys.
Yes, we are very thorough at Pine Gap. We're the auditing team. Here to make sure that they've done a thorough job.
Can I have a manipulation and persuasion, please?
Yes.
Leadership would also be okay with this.
This is from him, right? Not from us.
That's for Mr. Talon.
Cool.
Is leadership, do you mean
Excellent.
leadership as an either or?
Either or.
Either or? Okay, that's the same.
You do not want the hacker.
What is that? Is that a one? One, two, three, four.
He rolls his eyes, like visibly rolls his eyes before just standing back and going like, well, have your fun. The other agents will probably tell you to fuck off, but you cunts can go do what you want.
Seem
Ain't
like
no
a real
problem.
professional, Phil.
That's alright. He'll be looking for a new job by the end of the week.
As soon as we're out of Phil's earshot, I go, good job, Talon. I was ready to send him to the hospital.
I wouldn't have held it against you, but I feel like in this instance we need to avoid these confrontations with let's
Oh, I
call
can-
them civilians.
I can be subtle.
I'm sure you can. But we have work that needs to be done, and I need you to talk to those dead people.
Very well.
I'd like to walk up to the lab techs. What is it they're doing? Are they?
Wait, don't step onto evidence.
That's fine. I'm staying out of the way. I'll be quick. Like, you don't want me here. I don't really want to be here. That's fair. Just so I can get out of your hair. So just we can tick off the internal audit. What are we looking at here? Is it just obviously it looks like some sort of foul play. The car exploded.
Oh, sorry, who are you again?
Yeah, we're with Pine Gap.
And I can see ID.
It's oh, for fuck's sake. Yes, here. All right. Phil's already cleared us. He seems like a right dickhead. I don't know if you're a fan of him as well. Probably not. He seems like you're a lab tech, right? He seems like he's a moron. So shortly he goes up, just fucking nails you with all sorts of stupid shit all the time. Anyway, am I right?
He actually is just staring at your ID. As if like he feels like your name is familiar, but he's trying to figure out where he's heard it.
Answers, quick, come on. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to walk through evidence, and your job's gonna get a shit ton
Yeah,
harder.
well, fuck, man. Just doing my job.
That's what I'm asking. I'm trying to do my job so you can do yours.
Distracting me from my job. Anyway, well, there's this. We're still trying to find the pieces of this agent because they've all mixed and matched, and there's nothing left of them aside from random pieces of. And he pulls off like a piece of flesh and then just drops it into an evidence bag. I don't know. We'll have to figure out who is who at this point. It's gonna be a jigsaw puzzle of.
That's fine. I'll leave you to that. What is it? Did the car explode?
We don't know anything yet. It feels like there's a great force that make the car explode, but it seems more like everybody exploded.
The car and the people exploded.
Yes, I don't know how that's possible.
Yep.
Random exploding people. Great. That's great.
Cool.
I need to talk to my therapist after this.
Yeah, that's fine. All right. I'll stay out of the evidence area. What radio? What do we? That way, at least if I have to ask something, I'm not going to come and ruin all your shit. What station are you on for the radio? What are we at?
You should know that.
Well, I just got here, so I don't know. You guys probably don't
should
use the
know
same
that
as
if
us.
somebody sent you here, you should know that already.
No, we didn't get sent here. We got stopped, and then because we got stopped, I had to come here and deal with it.
This is not your assignment then.
No, this is my issue now because I have to try and report to my boss. All right, I'm going to have to... My boss is saying, why did I get stopped? I had to go ask Phil. Hey, Phil, why are we getting stopped? Phil sent me to go deal with you, and now I'm asking you, why do we get stopped?
Question you for 5 minutes of the thing. I mean, all the facility vans and cars have trackers in them.
They're still going to
It
ask.
would
You're
already
pissed off that
show
I'm
that
distracting
it's
you already, so...
here.
If you're pissed off, I'm distracting you for 5 minutes, you surely get why they're pissed off. I'm gone for about 20. See what you can't, like, all right, fine. I won't ask you the radio station. I'll just continue, and I'm just going to walk in front of where he's dealing with stuff. Like, I'll just keep walking through evidence because you don't want to tell me shit.
Okay, I would like you to roll dexterity and brawl.
Cool.
Please, thank you. As we see this agent, as Tryst walks through evidence, and this agent is seen removing his plastic gloves in a very pissed off manner.
Let me just double check that so I can be sure I'm not reading that incorrectly. There's 3 successes.
Would you like to reroll?
I only have 3 dice.
Well, he got 7 successes.
He's a lab tech.
That's a lab tech?
He immediately grabs you with one hand, puts it behind your back, basically throws you down onto the floor into a chokehold.
Oh yeah, like Talon.
Are we able to see
You
this
are
happening?
able to see this.
I'm immediately going to intervene. We're like, what the hell do you think you're doing? Unhand that agent immediately.
And you see this lab tech removing his face mask and everything in a really pissed off manner. And you would know this. You would recognize this individual, Mr. Talon. This is an individual named Mr. Davis. He is a veteran in the Second Inquisition. He has been there working for this facility for a long, long time. Longer than you did. And he's one of the more famous members of the Second Inquisition, at least in the Pine Gap area. As you see his scarred face, as if he's been attacked by a bear or a wolf, leaving scarred marks everywhere on his face, he glared at all of you and said like, really? Destroying evidence? Not even bothering to ask permission?
Tryst, be nice.
I asked nicely.
My demeanor will immediately change when I notice and recognize who he is. I'll be like, oh, hi, Davis. What are you doing here?
I got demoted.
Again?
I fuck up an assignment. I'm here helping piece together human jigsaw, but
While I'm face down, I'm gonna be like, I'm so surprised you got demoted.
Yes, I'm going through something similar myself. I was not demoted, and yet somehow I find myself looking after these two.
These two? I've done nothing.
so this is one of yours.
Yet. Yes. What's he done?
Didn't train him or anything about any of our procedures.
To be fair, we don't even get paid.
Did you ask the accountant about that? Did you get your contract?
We have contracts?
Yes, there are contracts.
Davis, now's not the time for that. No, the individual who you have pinned there is one of our best and brightest tech experts on the base.
He doesn't sound like he's the brightest when I was talking to him.
No, he's an absolute Adonis with a computer, but face to face, he's.
Can I get up now? Can I get up? We're all friends. Davis is here. It's all a great time. Can I get up now?
It's one of those individuals. Before he actually lets you go and then pushes you out of the way of the evidence, actually, like the whole area. More towards Mr. Talon.
So now that we're all buddies, can you tell me the radio station? Like what signal we're on?
Did you even go through like the security procedures about everything?
I give up. That's fine. Let's leave. We're not learning anything. All I'm learning right now is that
We don't
consistently
use
our personnel
police-
are dickheads.
We don't use regular radios for all our stuff.
That's why I'm asking the signal.
There's no signal for it. There is a specific device we use for it. Communication.
Now we're getting somewhere. That's awesome. Cool. So we're on what? We're on the specific band network? What are we using?
Talon, what?
Yeah, Talon.
You did get one of
Can you do
these?
the talking?
I've been listening to it since we got here. picks up the Disney Channel as well.
I'm going to just calmly stand up, dust myself off, and be like, all right, you know what? That's fine. I get it. You guys can, let's punch on. I'm going to go back to the van and think. It's something new for everyone.
So, as Tryst is walking away...
Finish the egg salad.
Make sure you think in the right chair.
And then, well... Dave is actually, like, turns towards Talon and goes, like, is he gonna cry or is he gonna wank off?
From my understanding, probably both, but that is beside the point. Davis, what the hell is going on here? You've seen the bodies outside, you've seen that absolute carnage, you've seen the incompetence they've set to cordon off this area. What are we dealing with?
This is not any blank bodies, man. I've dealt with a lot of beings in my time. This is neither leeches, this is neither werewolves. I've never seen anything like it. And honestly, it is incredibly concerning. Most of the agents that was sent out to extract you have a lot of abilities that could be useful against Oblivion users. And now they're all dead.
Why Oblivion users specifically?
Didn't you send down that SOS for Lasombra? Or at least one of your agents did.
Yes, we did.
I don't believe Lasombra was mentioned, though, was it?
I did. But it seems telling that an entire extraction team with nothing but agents equipped to deal with Oblivion users was utilized. Does that seem like standard procedure from your experience?
Hell no. Nah. That's too much of an overkill, and it honestly feels more like Winters wants to nuke the whole area of any Lasombra. So whoever that Lasombra is might be a familiar target to Winters.
You might say that?
Well, I mean, we have witnesses. They're standing over right there. And I point to the specters.
You can see them.
You can see them?
I cannot see them. Unfortunately, I was not gifted
Say that again.
with sight.
Would you like to go for a stroll?
Amazing, let's go.
And
He just grabs you and then just walks you through.
I would like to approach the specters with Davis. Do they notice
No.
us approaching? I don't know. Would I be able to communicate with them?
You could.
Alright. Do they all look about the same? Like, is there a way to identify who is who?
No. Their faces has been blurred out. But they all wear the standard gear of an Inquisition agent going for an extraction.
Is there a way for me to tell who it would be best for me to speak to? Like a leader of the squad of some way?
There seems to be a person in the center, like right next to the van, staring down at the van. And he has a different countenance than the others because everyone else looked young. He looked middle-aged, but you cannot see his face.
I walk over. I go, hey, what's your name?
Blah, blah, blah,
One more time.
blah, blah, blah.
Oh, how do you spell that?
It's just mumbling.
Ooh. Okay. Is there a way for me to... Do I only hear mumbling?
You hear mumbling, but if you lean forward, you can actually hear what the specter is speaking.
I would like to lean as forward as I can without intruding upon its space.
As you approach the specter, you can feel cold. The coldness of death upon you. And as you lean forward, you hear the words being mumbled over and over again. And the words were, "The world is ending. There's nothing else we can do to stop it. The world is ending. There's nothing we can do to stop it. The world is ending. The world is ending."
You seem very confident about that fact.
The world is ending.
What are they saying,
Nothing
Doctor?
else we can do about that fact.
The world is ending. There is nothing we can do about the fact.
Did they say when?
The world is ending.
That's a very good question. When do you foresee the end to our world?
The world is ending. The world is ending. And he just keeps repeating the words over and over again.
Well, Doctor?
Is there anything I can do to help you move on from this world?
The world is ending. The world is ending. And there's nothing we can do.
Alright. Would I have any sort of occult background knowledge to help me with this situation?
Have you encountered specters like this before?
More so in the way that I can communicate with them. But I would have encountered other specters in the past.
With your at least knowledge, you have encountered specters in the past as well, but the problem is the specters will only interact with you if they are willing to. And this specter does not seem like it wants to interact.
What's the problem, Doctor?
I believe it does not want to interact with us. It keeps on repeating the same sentence. So I turn to Mr. Davis and ask, has the team discovered any items of value? Or anything noteworthy?
Not yet. We are still sifting through the whole area. I mean, look around us. We are short-staffed as it is. We are trying to do our hardest to go through each and every one and at least send something back to their families.
Were there any survivors?
No.
You're sure?
Yes.
You're absolutely sure?
What's an insight?
How many people were sent on the extraction team?
Well, according to the logs, and then he shows off and goes like, 7.
I count the specters. How many are there?
There's 7.
Right, the numbers match up. They seem very unresponsive at the moment. We will need to get them to willingly cooperate with us. Have you encountered this situation before, Talon?
Usually a troublesome spirit should be calmed by, well, winning them over to our side. Of course, the problem is we need to figure out what they want.
Pause. Can you move the camera? Because they're on the side.
Oh,
Matt.
Cut. Do not include this in the final cut.
There we go.
Fuck them.
wait,
On the side meaning, like, we move in, or?
No, it's the camera.
It just looks like just the weight shifted.
You must have knocked it. It's okay. There we go.
Sorry.
should we...
And the lights as well. Can you move it a bit? To the right. Because Mr. Talon is in the darkness.
Ready to go?
Physically and mentally.
Yeah.
Hard life.
Should we roll back to Davis? Should we redo the whole Davis thing?
Yeah.
Okay. I turn to Mr. Davis. Have you discovered any noteworthy items so far?
Well, not yet. We're still sifting through whatever's left of them. So, at least we want to get enough pieces of them to send back to their families.
How many was in the extraction team?
There's 7 of them.
And I would like to count the specters. How many are there?
There's 7 of them.
Alright.
Davis, were there any survivors?
No.
You're sure?
Yes.
You're absolutely sure?
Yes. What's an inside?
7. Do you want me to roll again?
No, it's okay. With Mr. Talon's, at least, what's an insight? He would know that Davis is lying.
The numbers match up. There's 7 specters here.
I'd like to connect through Mr. Talon's earpiece and be like, maybe there were more people still alive. I'm sitting in the... I'm leaning back just having a drink inside the van with my computer.
Do I have an earpiece or no?
No.
I'm going to confront him directly. I'm going to say, what aren't you telling me, Davis?
He looks around and actually like leans forward to you, almost nose to nose, and goes like, Talon, this is not the space to talk. And also,
Yes, Davis.
he removes his earpiece and then goes like, turns his head to the right.
Doctor, see what else you can find out from our deceased friends. I won't be long.
No worries.
You have a phone?
Yes.
Doctor,
Yeah.
can you hold my phone and Mr. Talon's phone for a second as we go for
A quick
a quick
cigarette
pee?
break?
Yeah.
Yeah, no worries. I would love to be in possession of your phone.
Let's go.
The things I could do.
I follow.
And he leads you out of the area, out of the cordoned area, away from earshot. Away from earshot, especially of the civilians of the area. And goes like, as the two of you are walking, he is kicking tiny rocks and goes like, Talon, you and I have been in this sect for a while. But it's the first time I've dealt with this situation, and I am hoping that you can actually answer some questions regarding it.
You know me well, Davis. I'll be as forthcoming as I can.
I personally feel like the Garden's, at least mission, has skewed from the original mission of St. Leopold. Do you know what I found here as the first responder?
No. What did you find?
I found a child. Not a child, a teenager actually. But still, looks like a child to me with how malnourished she is. And she's walking, barefoot, away from the whole scene. Just listless. Do you know how out of the ordinary it is to see a teenager walking away from a burning car and scattered body parts everywhere?
Certainly not your average Tuesday. Did you speak to her?
I did. He paused for a long time before speaking. She doesn't seem to know where she is, what she is, who she is. Personally, it feels more like she is a very confused child. And I have grandchildren her age. I do not want her to be experimented on with how we do experiment on blank bodies, as I do not feel like she is one. Nor is she of the werewolf variety. I have not dealt with anything like this. Have you?
Davis, I'm still dealing with it. That should be all you need to know.
So this was your thing, then. Okay. Well, if you want your person back, can't even tell if she's a person, can't call her a blank body, can't call her a mutt. Here. And he hands a piece of paper that has an address on it. And says, she's kept safe, she's well fed, and as far as I'm concerned, she's going trick-or-treating in town. She doesn't seem like a monster. She seems harmless, but I feel like there is more than something under the surface. And I want to keep an eye on her. So far, my trusted colleagues are keeping an eye on her. Just taking her out into town. But if I knew that it was you, like this was your responsibility, I would have immediately sent somebody for you.
And then you'd be having to identify more bodies. But Davis, you know that because I am here, it means that I am handling it. And what we need from you and your trusted colleagues is unwavering cooperation. Regardless of how harmless or human-like we think this person is, the reality is that we are cleaning up somebody else's mess. And yes, I make that my responsibility, but do not think for a second that my actions have led us to this point.
I have a question, Talon. Are you taking her back to the facility?
That remains to be seen.
I need a solid answer right now.
Instinct would tell us that the sanctity of our institute is no longer guaranteed.
You know the safe house? The other one? Unknown to Mr. Winters?
You'll have to be more specific. We have several that are unknown to Mr. Winters.
Now remember the Adelaide incident.
Fondly.
The safe house we used last time, we laid low over here. In Alice, you can use that.
Has the key code changed?
Nope, still the same.
Your wife's birthday, if I recall.
Yep.
And how is Margaret?
Enjoying life. She's currently on vacation, which I am hoping to be with her soon. retirement's just a few days away. So, can't wait to spend time with the grandchildren. Spending time in the Barbie and everything.
Well, hopefully we don't have too many of these scenes for you to clean up in the future.
I'm just trying to slide through till retirement. Not a lot of agents get to retire, you know that.
All too well. But I have to ask, Davis, your colleagues. You must have heard that a bulletin has been making the rounds linking myself and 2 other agents to this very incident.
Yep, I have seen that.
So, these colleagues of yours, Davis, surely they would have seen the bulletin that's been making the rounds, linking myself and 2 other agents to this incident.
Well, we definitely have. And we think that it's bullshit.
Good to hear.
A lot of agents become scapegoats for the higher ups. And looks like you just fell into a classic Winter's trap.
Not so much fell as gleefully walked into, I assure you. But yes, I will not let myself or anybody else fall into that trap.
Good to hear. Now let's finish our little toilet break and go back to the agents but yeah, you'll find the base secure, all ammos replenished. I did at least do the upkeep in there. You can do your own security measures with checking for bugs or anything, tracking devices, and just ensure to leave any, and I mean any, second Inquisition equipment behind, as they can be tracked. You know the deal.
We will be as ghosts, or more accurately, uncooperative specters on a crash site. Speaking of which, I should see if the good doctor has managed to coax any more information out of them.
Alright, let's head back.
As I see Mr. Talon and Davis walk away, I would like to slip the earpiece into my own ear. And I go, Tryst?
Hello.
How's it going in the van?
Mr. Davis has a very interesting profile, I have to say. A few days away from retirement as well.
Ooh, I would be touching wood if I were him. But can you see if you can find anything on the background of the extraction team?
Sure.
We need them to cooperate.
I'd like to see if I can look at the profiles of the extraction team and any of the Alice Springs Police Department and Mr. Davis and any of the lab techs associated with this site as well.
Intelligence technology. And you also have your dots with connection. Technically, you still have the back door to the security stuff. So I'll add +3 to your dice.
Oh, lordy.
Just a question on that as well, a gameplay question. Does the Haven rating come into play at all with his thing? Like if he's using tech,
Technology
is there something that boosts it? Like
your Haven doesn't have the technology.
I think it's security for...
It has security.
does it? Okay.
There's
Because the library helps with research and things like that.
Yeah. It doesn't help with actual people.
Seven successes.
7 successes. You easily pull this all up as you have navigated. security website of the garden databases before, you would know that most, if not all, of the Alice Springs police is under Winters' payroll. Aside from that, there is also other lab techs under his payroll, but Davis is the only exception. Davis is not under Winters' payroll. He is under the global payroll, whatever that means for you.
With Winters' payroll, is there a specific account that comes from? Or is it tagged in a specific way that I'm able to differentiate who's getting paid by Winters versus who's getting paid by someone else?
There is a specific last number for all of Winters' payment. At least it's 497. All of it comes from account number 497. However, when you try to track it, it just leads back to a slush fund.
That's fine. I'll look at, first of all, the first thing I'd like to do is look at the extraction team and their team leader and to see if I can get an understanding on a profile on who he is or who she is or who they were.
The extraction team, at least, they were all under Winters' payroll as well. It's obvious in their finances. The extraction team leader, she was an agent for 3 years, and most of them, if not all, have special abilities to deal against Lasombras. However, the leader herself is quite different than the others. She doesn't have the ability to deal with Oblivion. She has the ability to nullify any discipline.
Does she have any family or anyone living
No.
she's related to?
Most of them, if you look through their files, most of them are orphans.
So based on their profile, it looks as if most of them were part of the PsyOps department, which even my access redacts. But that probably explains why we're not going to be able to compel them to say anything with any of your Sixth Sense shenanigans. Is that the van?
Yeah, it's the van.
Occupado!
Delivery!
From who? What? I'm just gonna, hold on.
Delivery!
I'm gonna open just the door a little bit. But
You see this 20 plus years old Asian girl? She has like messy hair and looks to be like generally grungy in appearance. It's as if she doesn't really care about her appearance at all. You can see that she tried to comb her hair out, but most of it is matted on the bottom, and she's wearing a blood spattered jacket as she goes like, delivery! Wait, are you the second Inquisition agents?
yep, that's us.
Why do you look so suspicious then? Aren't you guys
That's-
supposed to wear suits or something?
That's the third Inquisition.
There's a third one?
Shh, it's a secret. What? I didn't order anything. Who's the delivery from?
Delivery! I cannot say who it is. It's in a letter thingy.
Okay, what's your name? How do I leave a tip?
I mean, you can just hand it to me right now.
Yeah, but no, it's who has cash anymore? How do I transfer it to you?
What the hell? What kind of person doesn't have cash? Everyone has cash. Can you look into the van for me? Like, any coins? Anything? $2? Nothing?
No, but like I'll transfer it to you. What's your name?
No, I don't have a bank account.
You don't have a bank account.
Hell no.
Okay. I owe you. Let me write it down. I owe you for who? What's your name?
9?
9. I owe you for 9. No worries. Do you have a phone number? I'll organize a drop off or
Oh,
something.
actually, here. If you want to like do an organized like thing, if you want to do delivery,
Yep.
my prices are competitive. Here's my calling card. Hands you a calling card.
Is there a phone number on it? What's on
It's
it?
just 9, and then there's a phone number underneath, and then there's a smiley face.
Cheers.
Right.
Shut the- That was weird. All right.
Can I see her at all from where I'm sitting?
No, too far. And the way the van is set up, It's right there. You cannot see it.
Alrighty, let me just have a look here. To the Honourable Inquisitors currently of Alice Springs. I wouldn't say we're of Alice Springs, but to begin with, I wish to convey my personal respect for your efforts.
This time, Mr. Talon and Davis had come back to look at...
You know what? I'll.
At the...
We should probably have a discussion after. We should probably speak soon. Let's just table that for a second.
At Dr. Yue looking concerned and pretending as if she did not do anything suspicious. Mr. Talon, you know she did something suspicious.
Why is my earpiece still warm?
I've got my earpiece in, still talking, like, hello. We just got a hello.
Wait a second.
Hello.
I'm never warm.
Wait a second.
Oh.
I can't see with these on.
Hello. Anyone still there? This is Major Turn to ground control.
Oh yeah, I believe Tryst had something to tell you.
Tryst, what are you doing holding physical paper? Who has physical paper anymore? It's like cash. No one has cash anymore.
I have a very strange... I'm even going to say, sir, this is important. I have a strange request, sir. Would you be so kind as to pass Mr. Davis the earpiece? I just have something very important I need to let him know. And then I will explain everything. We just had a very strange occurrence. But this is of the utmost importance to me.
Sorry, you want me to hand Mr. Davis his own earpiece or my earpiece?
Either earpiece will do, really. Is his earpiece back in?
Well, I'd have to ask Mr. Davis. Davis,
You
carrying?
Back. Yeah.
Alright, I'll be right back. I'm going to shut down there and answer.
This is what we wanted to
It's like, is this Mr. Davis, currently of Destroyed Evidence Incorporated?
Yes, this is him.
Excellent. I have a quick question for you, Mr. Davis. And I'm going to just scroll at his profile. Can I see why he was demoted?
He was demoted because he got his old team killed. And he's the only survivor.
Does it say what was killed by?
They were killed and ravaged by Arabnos.
Oh, cool. It's like, Mr. Davis, I have to say I've greatly enjoyed our discussion today and having our meeting. It says here you're a few days away from retirement with dear Margaret. Is that right?
He removes his earpiece and looks at you, Mr. Talon and Dr. Yue. Is this your bimbo?
He is the we keep him as a good luck symbol.
So the whistle will be like, Davis.
So should I take him seriously?
It's an auspicious omen, if you will.
Davis, I will not pretend I have any idea what he's talking about, but he's one of the best we have. You can tell how much I mean that by how much effort it's taking me to keep a straight face. So please, hear him out. I'm sure whatever he has to say is pertinent.
Mr. Davis, I have a question. Now, I want yes or no answers, and let me please let you know the incentive I'm going to offer first. Now, your retirement, I'm looking at your bank account right now. It's not that full. I can fix that. But I want yes or no answers, and for every correct answer you give me, I'm going to add $10,000 to that bank account.
Okay, let's see. He actually pulls out his phone, looks through the files. Your name is Tryst. Interesting. Have you gone through anti-bribery training?
Do you want the money or not? I mean, I could just hang up if you want. I'm trying to help you.
No.
You don't want it? Do you still want your retirement? I could extend those days a bit further too.
I don't really care.
Oh, cool. There we go then.
And bye. And then he clicks something, and you hear for a split second a different voice. This one is a really annoyed young lady going like, "Who the fuck is in this channel?"
That was strange. That was very strange. But I have an alternative plan. I'm going to... Is the Alice Springs Police Department, their radio signal, do I know what that one is?
Yeah.
Cool. I'd like to contact that and be like, can't believe I'm at this point. Is Phil there, please?
Phil's not here. He's currently responding out to an emergency in the desert.
Is this Calico?
Nope.
You know what? I give up. I'm just going to, just with the amount of days for Davis's retirement, just sit there and just slowly just keep clicking and increasing days for retirement. I mean, I tried. I swear, I tried. That should do. And then I'm just going to send an email to Margaret.
Ooh. You're doing the thing, yeah? And what email would you like to send to Margaret?
I'd like to send an email to Margaret from the amazing Jeff at gmail.com.
Mm-hmm.
Like, hey Margaret, it's the amazing Jeff here. Just wanted to say your husbando is total bae, like for real. Here is a gift from me. And then using my global access money tap, I would like to transfer $10,000 from the 497 Winters account over to Margaret.
Alright. Well, you are on the... Well, at least in Jeff's Gmail account. You would notice an opened email. And it says...
I mean, I don't like to snoop, but I feel like I need to read it.
I knew you would read it. Tryst. But yeah, the email says, look out. And then if you click this thing, this file, it says that the Second Inquisition agents are on the lookout for 3 agents who has gone rogue and is currently misusing facility files. Any suspicious activities that are not, that has not been given permission from Mr. Winters will be rolled back and be held under review. In the meantime, if any of you had encountered any of these individuals, please contact any of your handlers immediately.
Just while I'm in the Gmail, I'm going to, so if it's logged in through Gmail, I'm logged in through Google. So while I'm logged into Jeff's Google account, I'm just going to go to the Sony website and just quickly check their inventory and see if there's a PS5 currently in there.
It's currently on the reserve list,
That's
so
fine.
you have to reserve.
No worries. I'm going to just put in an order for, I'm going to say 6 PS5s from Mr. Winter's bank account.
Alright, done.
And then with the comments, I'm going to do it as a purchase for myself, but just under comments, I'm going to be like, ×6, thank you. And close that. And be like, oh wait, hang on. Are you still there? Through the earpiece.
Which channel are you talking to?
Mr. Winters. That's right, Mr. Talon now. I've given up on Davis. I was trying to help. Davis now just gets to retire. I mean, his wife seems nice. I wanted to give a gift, but also at the same time, Davis is an asshole, so he can retire with the gift later.
Tryst.
Anyone order Uber?
No.
Then I have some concerns. I feel like someone just dropped off a letter, an actual physical letter, a physical, honest-to-God letter. Not an email, not even, they didn't even send a PDF attachment. Someone Harry Pottered a fucking letter to our van.
Wow.
Would you like me to read it to you?
Yes, Tryst, I would love you to read me that letter.
Wait, can I hear? What's he saying?
Hang on.
I'm on a call, thank you. That is so rude.
I'm going to call Mr. Talon's phone.
Let's just go to the van.
But what about the specters? We need to extract... Okay, you go. I will see what I can do here.
Okay. Oh, actually, yes. We're going round in circles.
I can just call you if you want. I'll chuck it on loudspeaker.
Tryst, do any of the specters, do any of the ex-agents in the team here, do any of them have any family members that come up in their files?
They're all from PsyOps, it looks like, so there's a good 90% chance they came from test tubes anyway.
Yeah.
So, unfortunately, Dr. UA's Sixth Sense has gone the way Sixth Sense always goes, and they were dead the whole time.
Doctor, we have a bit of a problem.
Spoilers.
We need something that to communicate with them with, to a bargain ship perhaps.
Those agents were part of our PsyOps program. Yes,
As
exactly.
they always are.
May I suggest that you try and speak to them from a position of authority? Convince them that their last duty is to report to you? Or failing that, don't fail that.
Okay. I return to the squadron leader and so you know that you failed your mission by perishing here.
The world is ending. There's nothing we can do about that fact.
I did not spend God knows how long in medical school to go through this. Agent, I need you to report to me what happened.
And you see for a second that the ghost, at least the specters, countenance stop before it turns towards you slowly. And even though it doesn't have a face anymore, or she doesn't have a face anymore, she goes like, the world is ending. And there's nothing we can do about that fact. This world is ending. And the ghost starts walking towards you. And not just her, but every ghost in the area has started walking towards you.
Hoo-hoo. I would like to stand my ground.
Alright, resolve and composure, please. As they do start, all of them start walking towards you and reaching out their hands towards you, Dr. Yue.
Oof. I think I will reroll with the willpower.
Yeah.
2 successes.
Alright. So, I'll have you choose. Go into terror frenzy, or you just leave.
Leaving would be the obvious choice. How far away do I have to be from the crash site?
So you have to get out of the sight of the crash site, so walking into the van would most likely stop this occurrence. However, the specters are all heading towards you with their hands outstretched.
I will return to the van. Do they stop at all?
You see them all standing in a straight line, blocking the way towards at least the view of the crash site. All of them different height, different sizes. But all of them is just looking straight stoically with no face at all. Before slowly, you can see tiny particles of their specter slowly flickering in and out before they start dissipating into air until there's nothing left of them.
Alright, so that went well.
I'll open the door to the van. This was a fun trip. Did everyone enjoy it? Let's
See,
go.
Mr. Talon just saw Dr. Yue running away. What
We
did
should
Mr. Talon
leave.
do?
It sucks here. It sucks.
I'm guessing they were less than responsive.
And I'm still shaking a little. Just
Doctor, you alright?
do you have any of that egg salad left?
There might be some under the seat.
We got a letter.
just got a letter.
We just got a letter. We got an honest...
Yes,
fucking
we'll
got-
get to the letter, Tryst,
I mean, someone
in due time.
Ubered a letter to a van. What even put as the location? How did they find us?
What did they say? No, what did the person say who gave it to you?
Oh, okay. You have a letter.
Well, that's speaks for itself. Anything else?
Here's my card if you need. I'll send a message back.
So, can we see the card?
It's a phone. It says 9 and a phone number.
9.
9, yeah, I know.
Alright, out with it, Tryst. What does the letter say?
Oh, good. Sorry, yeah, I was stalling. To the Honourable Inquisitors currently of Alice Springs. I don't know of any honourable ones. To begin with, I wish to convey my personal respect for your efforts. Respect which grows every day. It's no easy feat to catch me in any sort of ambush. I have been avoiding the fangs and claws of horrors from both the day and the night long enough that I have faith in my ability to see a trap coming, yet my newest companion is still recovering from your bullet. Did we shoot someone?
Keep going.
So you have my respect. A respect I'm aware my companions do not share for reasons I'm sure you can all understand. But I admire cunning and even-temperedness, so since you have demonstrated the former, I reach out to you now in hope you also possess the latter. Wow, long-winded. Now, I disdain the normal games of my kind, so I shall be as blunt and transparent as I can afford to be. This is blunt. This is not a request of any sort of ceasefire. I wouldn't dare to insult your honor and sense of duty in that way. Instead, this is an increasingly educated guess that we are clearly after similar things. Yeah, good work, genius. If from different angles. The more time passes, I'm sure, the more tenacious we shall become in our desire to find all our answers. There are too many coincidences for me to delude myself with forced ignorance any further. Well done. There's a larger game than the going chase of cat and mouse. And when lives are at stake, games should be made as easy as possible. To that end, I have things you want, and even more I can offer you that you might be interested in. And not any trivial resource such as money, materials, or assets. My offering such things to you would be as much of an insult as it would be for you to all accept them. I would have accepted them. Considering I know just how large the reach of your order is becoming. No, instead I can offer you a bit of what you are scrambling after and always will be. Seems like a bit of a wanker. In exchange, I hope we can negotiate a way to spare the human civilian population of Alice Springs from the wrath of a war between your order and my own. Right now we are in early days. Neither of our orders are bringing the full weight of their power into things just yet. If they were all to do so, if we, in our callousness, were to allow things to reach that point, then that only ever ends in scorched earth. And while I would not weep too many tears for those of my kind who would...
Second page, really?
Yeah, I know, and they said they were being blunt too, so I can only assume this is a kindred who's got nothing but fucking spare time. I am all too aware of the collateral damage that always occurs when two forces of equivalent strength and unbridled aggression collide. So I can only hope that you are all even close to being as invested in the safety and security of the living population of Alice Springs as I am. Considering your occupation, that is almost certainly the case. At least I can only hope so. So please consider my offer for us to meet and have counsel. Otherwise, we can continue ducking and weaving around each other, even as we try and achieve our own goals, which will only serve in making all of this tale far longer than it has to be.
That's 3,000 words to ask for a meeting.
Yeah,
Continue.
They should have just said, yo, wanna meet?
yeah, bad.
You up.
We have every intention of leaving just as abruptly as we arrived. Once we've finished the threads we are following, and I assure you that I am in a position of enough authority and influence to make sure our departure is as swift and non-obstructive as a desert breeze. Consider this offer and tell my associate your answer. She knows how to find me, and I will wait for your word. I hope you will all agree to meet, that you'll give me the chance to answer questions you have and allow me to ask some of my own, because obnoxious formal tone discarded, finally. I want to keep this town safe from all of this, and there's very little I wouldn't do in that ambition. Very, very little. With respect, the Tower's fallen angel. Cool. I think we should send the Tower's fallen angel a message. And obviously we should be as blunt as possible as well. So, yeah, I don't know if anyone has quill and parchment for us to conduct our very blunt and brief response of, like, "Dearest fallen angel, thou hast surely captured my interest with thou invitation to ye bold mansion." I don't know, evidence.
Wait, so
I don't know what you call shit
3,000
like
words
that.
later, they
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
even say the
so
location. It's just
TLDR, really. Someone, they can find us in the van and they want to meet. I mean, Tower's fallen angel, so I'm assuming Tower is
The
I don't know.
Camarilla.
Yeah, that's what they call themselves. So, and
So we're talking about a kindred who's a Camarilla defect who wants to meet us. And from that essay, I would assume that they are
wearing eyeliner and probably a trench coat.
very old.
Yeah, that too. They don't use
considerate oldness. And by associate, I am assuming the deliverer. of the
yeah,
letter.
probably. I don't know. That part's what she seems stupid. I'll be honest.
Sure.
I don't really care.
What? Tryst.
Like,
Well, we might be in a bit of a bind. We are still agents of the Inquisition. Well, you are. I am a consultant. But our professional integrity is at stake.
Our professional integrity. Yeah, you're right. We should accept the Kindred's proposal to go have a clandestine meeting with the Camarilla. That's definitely not an ambush, to save the civilian population so that they can then depart like the proverbial desert breeze, all in the effort to protect our professional integrity.
All right, Talon, you can listen.
I don't need to convince him. We are going to meet with whoever this person is.
The Tower's fallen angel.
Ah, yes.
All right, no, it's here. So that's
I
fine.
no, I cannot wait to meet this fallen angel, and properly
Can I send a
devise
response, please?
what power and influence they seem to think that they wield. I mean, I don't know how much experience you've had with these people, but a lot of them have very self-inflated senses of self-importance. Look, I mean, I think honestly, if we have time, yes, we should. Why not?
Cool.
I enjoy running into a trap. It would honestly be a bit of a breath of fresh air considering the shit that we're dealing with at the moment.
And also, since we're already under suspicion, we might as well do something suspicious. Otherwise, we're being accused.
Yeah, of course.
Well,
Our
absolutely.
professional integrity is at stake.
We're being
Sorry, you're-
accused for absolutely no reason.
Sorry, is your sorry, just so I can follow your train of thought there. You're saying that because we're already under suspicion, we should do something suspicious.
Yeah, otherwise
Should
we're
make ourselves
being-
look more suspicious.
Well, we're suspicious as is.
While they're
There's
discussing,
nothing
I'm going to just draw in my notebook
that
an
we
eggplant
can do
emoji
to
with a
change
question
that.
mark,
It's
and then an exclamation
honestly,
point,
I hate
and
to,
then send it back to Nine's number.
I hate to agree with you, but yes, you're right.
Well, since
It's-
we're exactly
Playing this on the straight and narrow has gotten us nothing but
Get the
APBs
reply.
and
the
distrust from
phone
our own
number
colleagues.
for 9. It's like,
But,
Mr. why are you just sending me squares?
I'm going to text back. Tell the Tower's fallen angel that we will meet, but I insist that he bring a black rose and he sings me a poem.
Okay.
Thank you, Nine. Don't worry, the meeting is set. They'll get back to us.
Also, Tryst.
And-
I can't wait.
Yeah, me either. Midnight at the cemetery on a moonless night when the wolf...
You're making
Ow.
that up.
Sounds edgy.
Yes.
And also, I hand over everything on my person that is electronic, which I'm assuming is only my phone. Can you please check this for bugs?
I mean, there's bugs in it, but they're mine. At least I'm being upfront with it.
Remind me why I saved you earlier.
I mean, I'm being honest. There's no one else's bugs in there but mine. I plant the bugs. That's what I did. That was my job.
So no other bugs from our beloved colleagues.
I mean, I'll check. I check the phone. I'm actually very curious how they found us as well. I'm going to just do a sweep of the van for any sort of...
There is actually a tracker in the van because it is company vehicle, technically.
Cool. I'm going to disable the tracker on the van.
Alright. Disabled.
I would also add, did you tell us that you discovered that the police were on Winters' payroll?
Yes.
Or was that just to Davis that you said that? Or you just found that out?
Oh no, I just found that out. I didn't actually tell anyone.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I would mention that. I just told Davis that his retirement fund was low, and it's going to probably be... Well, I mean, he's got a higher retirement fund now, but he's going to retire later, and he'll know I did that, which is important to me because it's important.
Because my assumption would be that regardless of whether we were tracked or not, the fact that we've run into people on his payroll would suggest that he's aware that we're here now anyway. Even
Yeah.
though those two things are unrelated. Because how would somebody who is not connected and is outside this know to contact us here through a nameless delivery person, or not nameless I should say, a delivery person named 9, suspiciously similar in description, not so much in age, to the person that we are currently tracking down, called 7.
Yes.
At least we know 7's probably still hungry. Otherwise, 7 would have ate 9.
And there it is. There it is. Bring it in. Yep.
I knew the joke is coming. Some point.
All right, that's it.
I'm going to send a text message also to the phone number. We have the phone I left with my Lasombra friend, saying the tower's fallen angel ?
You're not gonna get an answer anytime soon.
That's fine. The tower's fallen angel. I mean, is this a kindred thing or is this an undead thing? Do you all just
No.
like as eons go by, do you just become obsessed with
No.
titles? Okay, cool. It's a them thing.
Yeah.
I used to wonder sometimes why we killed them. I don't anymore.
Alright, so I take one last look at the crash site, and I begrudgingly tear my gaze away.
Do we know where 7 is as well? Like, my assumption is the crash looks like something exploded from underneath it. So as much as it really sucks to assume, like, 7 probably exploded the truck. 7 went Stranger Things 11 on the truck.
That is
7
a fair...
went 11.
Yes, yeah, no, 7-11, I hear it.
Tryst, yes. I pull out the address that Davis gave me on a piece of paper. I say, this is where we're heading now.
Is it far?
Not too far. It's actually in town.
Alrighty. Davis gave you this. Davis knows where she is. Damn it! He was a few months from retirement. And,
You bastard.
I'll
What did
start
you do?
driving.
Do you have everything you need, Doctor?
No, but I don't think I'll be getting anything anytime soon. The specters have dissipated.
I mean, they were psychic specters. They weren't normal. I don't know. They weren't normal ghosts. They were psychic ghosts. If it makes you feel better.
I give him the most awkward and just my eyes is literally about, it says that I am about to stab you, but my lips are smiling.
I will never understand. All I am trying to do is be nice to you people. Consistently met with violence. When did but at least the tower's fallen angel used his words.
I would
Their
like to
words
turn
or her
away
words.
from
I don't know
Tryst.
who they were.
Smell like lilac to you?
It smells of condescension, a waste of time, arrogance, and leather, which kind of confirms the trench coat theory.
Mm-hmm.
All in all, my assumption would be a Camarilla kindred, an overinflated sense of self, more time than sense, a bloated sense of importance. So if I was really to make a absolute stab in the dark, I would assume a Toreador, a Ventru, or, as we've heard, I'm pretty sure our Lasombra. When we searched up the Lasombra, apparently a bunch of them are jumping ship over to the tower. So probably maybe the tower's fallen angel. That sounds like something a Lasombra would call themselves on MySpace.
Or a Camarilla defect.
In my opinion, all the Camarilla are a defect.
Yes, you'll have to be more
point.
specific.
Fair point.
Look, in either case, a stab in the dark is probably what we're likely to expect.
Actually, I'm going to try... I'm actually curious. I'm going to try and call Nine's number.
After a few rings, she actually answers. Hello?
This is the Uber person.
Hello?
Hi, is that Nine?
Yes?
Hi, Nine. It's Tryst. How are you?
I don't know, Tryst.
It's the van guy.
Oh, you're the van guy.
I'm
Creepy
the
guy
van
with
guy.
the beard thing. Yeah, you look like you were dealing drugs, though. You should really change up your look, man.
Thank you. I will take that from the beraggled girl
Especially
who knocks
with
on vans.
white van.
I didn't offer you candy.
Do you have a cousin or like a sister or a sibling?
Yes, you're on speaker, by the way. Hi, I'm here too.
Who the fuck are you people?
We have a couple of questions. Do you have a minute?
Uh,
You said your prices are competitive, so you either deal in pizza or info.
yeah. I mean, I deal with cash, but
That's
yeah,
fine. Yeah,
that's-
cash. She does cash. Alright. What are your prices?
$300, you get me for an hour.
Okay.
Does that include travel time? Do you take a
that's-
travel surcharge?
Nope.
Well, that's not bad.
Okay.
You say we get you for an hour. What skills do you have if we're looking to hire you? This does feel creepy. This feels really creepy to me.
How did it turn into
Like, I'm
this
gonna
so
mute it,
quickly?
but, like this in a white van. This does feel uncomfortable. I get what she's saying.
I don't know. I can get you information. I can deliver stuff for you within the hour. Put up illusions.
Put up. How do you put up illusions? Just so I can understand if we're gonna hire you, what we can actually ask.
Yeah, you could just ask me anything. I can put up an illusion over your new base or something. I just recently do that.
How are you a? Sorry, 1 second. Are you a?
Eh?
Are you a fae, a mage, or a werewolf?
What?
How do you put up illusions? Are you
What the fuck
magic?
are those choices?
I don't. Or what are you? You're
Why
not a
is there
person.
no vampires and I'm a vampire, excuse me.
There are blood sorcery available to.
Are you a Lasombra?
No.
What? I'm sorry, I don't know.
You know what's rude that you're asking me all this?
You're right. I'm
stuff?
sorry. Yeah, you're right. That's not cool. I apologize. If I pay you $300 in cash,
Up front.
yeah, that's fine. I'll have to. Well, I mean, yeah. Are you nearby?
Yeah, give me 5 minutes, I'll find you. Where you want to meet up, or...
I'll maybe around the corner from the address that we're going to.
Alright.
Do we really want to lead her to 7?
Well, we're not going to 7. We're just going to a street. She doesn't know where 7 is.
That's.
I've got her on mute.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Give me 15 minutes to go to an ATM, and I'll yeah, we'll get you. Yeah, I have a. Can you? If I pay you $300, will you tell me who the tower's fallen angel is?
Sure. $50 for that extra.
50. What? 350?
Yeah.
Why does it require extra? Just so I know for next time.
Well, because I be getting your name.
Names cost extra.
And plus you want that, and I can smell desperation, so... Yes. 50 extra for desperation.
Do
Okay.
you also have information on the crash site that you just visited?
Crash site?
The incident that was happening next to the van?
Oh yeah, I didn't actually notice it that well.
Ah, so no information?
Nope, but I can get some for you if you pay me upfront.
Ah, fantastic. Tryst will pay you up front.
Tryst will not. Tryst doesn't have the money.
Tryst will get the money.
Yeah, it's just gonna be the Towers Fallen Angel one. Don't worry about that. Thank you. We'll see you soon. Bye, bye, bye.
Tryst, what the hell was that?
Negotiation.
Have you done that before?
No.
Wow, I could not tell.
I'm not made of money, alright? Out of the three of us, you live forever. You have a government paying job. I'm a dude with a computer. Tryst doesn't pay for shit.
A very
Tryst
good
doesn't go
dude
out
with-
and do shit.
A computer.
Yes, you have one skill from what I can tell, and it's not talking. Surely, if we needed money, that shouldn't be much of an obstacle for someone like you.
No, but please is what I require.
Please?
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, I've already
Also
hung up.
remember the egg salad.
I'm gonna just start the van and drive and just be like, I need an ATM. Fuck. I need an ATM. How does she not do bank transfer? Yeah. Let's not go to a ATM. Let's just go to a petrol station.
And as we see the trio drive away in a hunt for a petrol station, hopefully to do a cash out or something similar, totally not suspicious at all, in the middle of the night, we end our scene here. And we will resume it again next week in another episode of Red Center by Night. But this time, it's the Second Inquisition's point of view. Once again, my name is Serena, and I am the storyteller for the evening. And my colorful cast of members will introduce themselves.
I am Joel, and I am playing Tryst, the Inquisitive Greed Hunter.
I am Aston, and I am playing Mr. Talon, the Inquisitor.
I'm Evie, and I am playing Dr. Yue, the equation consultant.
And with that, we end our story. See you again next week, right here in this channel. And yeah, bye.
I have no choice. The Malone sisters will be out of our reach within the next 48 hours. I need to know what we're dealing with. Yeah, and unless you want me back here with a bullet between my eyes, I suggest you quit stalling and bring me what I need! Zachariah Malone. The man who makes offers too good to refuse. I've been waiting a long time to talk to you. No. But I am open to making a deal instead. People tell me I can be quite persuasive. But that's nothing compared to what you can do. Or so I hear. Come on, Malone. I saw the bodies. I saw the holes in their heads. You expect me to believe those agents simply walked into their own bullets? Pity. I guess I was right after all. There. You're free now.